Hey guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday. I have such exciting news for you. You guys have been seeing so much success with EFT tapping. My first EFT tapping course was for manifesting SP. Now I have EFT tapping for self-concept and worthiness available now. Links are going to be in the description box down below. And getting into this video, you guys, I want to talk about how effective EFT is. It is literally an ancient technique. Even before Neville existed, even before all of that, people were tapping on certain points, certain meridian points to reprogram their subconscious mind. And we know why subconscious reprogramming is so important, especially if this is not your first time listening, finding out about manifestation, and you've been into this topic for quite some time. We know that our beliefs, assumptions, they are pretty much running the show. We know that, right? The dominant beliefs and assumptions run the show. So this is why there is all these things to reprogram the subconscious mind to get you on a different frequency, different vibration, different thought process, different mindset, different state to get you different results. So I'm excited about that, you guys. If you have any questions on how to access it, email us or leave comments down below. There should be a link to the new EFT course for self-concept and worthiness. And the reason why I focused on self-concept and worthiness, we do have a manifest SP EFT, but self-concept and worthiness is the foundation of everything. The way you feel about yourself, also the way you think others feel about you, is your self-concept. So it's not only you versus your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs about yourself. It's also your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions you think people have of you. Those thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, assumptions they have of you. So it's coming from all angles, pretty much. A lot of people think self-concept is just what they think about themselves, but what I've mastered within myself and what I've seen, what I've helped people with is a lot of them first come to me thinking that it's just them about them. And they say, Ani, I feel so worthy and deserving already. I get everything I want except the person I want. Or I get everything I want except this one thing that's not working out, right? There's always something that's you're searching for. There's always something you're looking for, right? And that's where the foundation, the assumptions, beliefs, everything isn't just about you loving you. There's always something where it's like, I know I love me, but then this thing's not working. This person's not coming in. This friend's not reuniting with me. This money's not coming in. Why? Right? Because it's also the assumptions you have of it and it of you. So I approach it from all angles. And that's what's brought me success. That's what's bringing all of you guys, my success stories, success, my clients. And I'm really excited for you guys to do this EFT for self-concept because I know it's going to be a game changer. I even till this day do EFT. So that's what I wanted to talk about, you guys. What the importance, I don't want to just talk about my new course. You heard about it. It's out there. Links in the description box. What I want to talk about is the importance of you getting your mind right to manifest what it is that you want. One thing I've learned and I've noticed, and I've literally preached this since day one, but I'm preaching it harder today, is when you're in lack and anxiety, and I've preached this a lot, you guys, but I feel it, the more I repeat it, the more hopefully it gets to you. When you're in lack and anxiety, and when your mind feels like it's in chaos and you feel uneasy and you can't calm down, your priority needs to be you coming back to at least an accepting place, in acceptance, in neutral. I've preached this so much. I recently went through something that got me to a place again where I was out of neutral. Okay. And oh my God, the difference I felt from being in that chaos versus being in neutral, I was like, okay, completely priority is not getting whatever I need to get right now or manifesting whatever I need to manifest right now. Priority needs to be me getting back into a calm, accepting state. States are important when manifesting. Goddard talks about states. People older than Goddard, teachers, gurus, ancient knowledge even before him, talks about the peace of mind being your number one priority. Why all this meditation? Why all this subconscious reprogramming? Why all these techniques to calm the mind, right? If you notice, it's more about calming the mind than it is you getting that thing. The reason for this is when your mind is not calm and you're trying to get that thing, most of us get glimpses and little bits and pieces and evidence of it, but we cannot maintain it because we cannot maintain the state within. This is very important. And if you haven't seen my video last Friday on trust, watch it. That also links with this video. The trend for the last 2 weeks has been literally, if you know these two things, the trust and this, what I'm talking about, if you hear me out, these two are the most important things to get whatever it is that you want to manifest. It's okay if you're in any state. You cannot mess up. You can't mess anything up. But if you want to maintain success and keep receiving what it is that you want and not get hot and cold behavior and not receive a little bit of it and then weeks and weeks and weeks, you're trying again, you're trying hard, you're anxious, you're worried, you're nervous, the person didn't call back, they didn't text back, they didn't show up, they didn't keep their word, the money didn't come in. All of this is linked with how your internal world is. How you are navigating the internal world determines your success. This is why I came up with the EFT of self concept. This is why I came up with the EFT and all the other courses. All my courses are designed to keep you in the proper state for everything to flow in. Just this last week alone, not even just this last week, this last few months, all I've been hearing from my clients is how things are flowing in like crazy and they're not even lifting really a finger. They're not exhausting themselves with affirmations. They're not trying 10,000 different techniques. They just have one or two. They're sticking to it. They're staying consistent. And because they've stayed consistent, they no longer have to do so much. And the less they're doing, the more they're receiving. You have to remember manifestation is natural. You are born with it. It's not something you earn. You're born with it. That's the whole point of your physical experience here on earth as a human being. You agreed to this. This is your birthright. You agreed to having fun here. You agreed to stumbling upon this knowledge and remembering again your power. And I always say, when you have a desire, you have it for a reason. It's not just put there as punishment so you can desire it, but then never really experience it. If you're someone that has a desire and you're not able to right now experience it, most likely you are not prioritizing your inner world and the inner acceptance of the current reality right now. You're fighting it. Fighting it is not going to get you anything. It might get you little bits and pieces, but you won't fully grasp it. I know because I went through it. I've gone through it. How many of you have had hot and cold behavior or hot and cold evidence from what it is that you want, but for some reason you don't have the full thing yet? Or let's say you are getting evidence from the relationship you wanted, let's say, right? But then you couldn't fully get the person to commit or do whatever, and then you decided to move on to the next person, and the next person's doing the same thing again. So you keep finding yourself in the same situation. This is because you have not mastered your inner yet. And this is what I focus on in all my courses, in my one-on-ones. We go deep and we go specific, and we learn also how to detach and get what we want. So one thing I want you to focus on, and I challenge you to do this weekend. Sorry, you guys, if you hear Nico, he wants attention. Nico, he knows I'm filming and he wants attention. But I'm not gonna stop the video. We're gonna keep going. One thing I want to challenge you with this weekend is I want you to pay attention to your feeling state, how you are feeling, and what is making you feel good and what is triggering you. Start identifying the things. Don't just be wherever doing whatever and taking whatever in and then coming back home and feeling like crap and you don't know what made you feel like it. The first thing to this whole knowledge and you mastering manifestation, you mastering your power to get everything you want, is you, number one, being able to identify the triggers. Some of you may be all okay. Maybe what it is that you're manifesting, you have no resistance and no triggers. That doesn't apply to you. This is to the people that they feel like they're stuck and they feel like there's constant circumstances popping up. Let's go through this weekend with you starting to identify those triggers. What sound, what smell, what word, what movie, what person, what are these things that are triggering us? And can we step away from them and come back to knowing that we can't get into a battling state right now? We don't want to be in a state of fighting the current circumstances or fighting the trigger or fighting the person or fighting with the inner conversations or fighting the situation. We want to be calm. We want to identify all of the surroundings, the environment, what it's doing to us. And we want to get more into an accepting place. Okay? I'm surrendering to the current. I'm surrendering to the current circumstance because I understand that the current is going to help me get to where I want to be. My present moment will only help me. But if I use up this present moment right now to battle everything, you're wasting your precious time and energy that you can use to create the next minute and the next minute and the next minute. You're using your precious time and energy to worry, doubt, and fear and battle. And what is that going to do? That's going to bring you more worry, doubt, and fear and opportunities to battle your current reality. You are a creator at the end of the day. I always remember the old videos I used to say, you're a creator, you're not a reactor. But a lot of us react, right? So which one are we choosing? Are we choosing to be a creator or are we choosing to be a reactor? Because if you choose to be a reactor, you choose this precious present moment where you have all this opportunity to create new. You're using it to react and you're using it to create more opportunities to react. If you use this precious time and present moment to create new as a creator, not a reactor, you are actually doing the proper what you're supposed to be doing. You're using up the time and energy for a proper manifestation going forward. Now, if you are someone that can't even focus on the manifestation right now, right? Because I've been there too. Let's say you can't focus on SP. You can't. You're too hurt. You're too traumatized. You just can't even go there. You can't go to the end. You can't do any of that. That's okay. Then step back. You don't have to. Take it easy. Take it day by day. If you just work on your self-concept and how you see yourself right now, as you get back to a more proper neutral state, that is even as powerful as going super specific. Sometimes going super specific when you're in a lack state is worse than just being general in a calm state. Be general if you can't go specific. You know how much my SPs come in by me just being general? Because there were moments I couldn't handle living in the end in my mind with SP because I was so hurt from seeing things. I saw things, I noticed things, I had to accept certain things, and I was so hurt and traumatized. I had weeks and months of not being able to go specific. I was only able to accept the next hour of my life. What am I going to do in the next hour? Let me just focus on that. Okay, next hour, and then the next, and the next. How can I just be calm and calm down? And sometimes for me, calming down took days and weeks. And I used to think I'm messing up. I used to think I'm not going to get anywhere with my manifestation if I can't get specific. If I can't get to an end of commitment or an end of marriage, if I can't get to a visualization, maybe I'm not going to be able to manifest. That is wrong. That is wrong. You know how many times I went specific and I went general and I only focused on me and my state of being in that moment and my calm. You know how many times SP came in like crazy, where I didn't even think that would happen anytime soon. So this is why I preach this so much. Stop worrying about the end right now. Stop worrying about the specifics right now. Worry about the beliefs you're creating. Worry about what you're doing in your present moment. Are you fighting your current reality, or are you trying to surrender to and accept your current reality, understanding that the next moment is brand new and you cannot mess up? Does this make sense, you guys? If this makes sense, comment down below. Do not worry if you can't get to a proper place of the end. A lot of people that talk about you can only manifest by going to the end, they don't know what they're saying. That is only one way. That is only one way of getting your manifestation. But I will say this. I've gone to the end in many different scenarios, and I have not gone to the end. 80% of my manifestations, 90% of my manifestations weren't because I went to the end scene in my head. It was because I calmed down and I wasn't resisting my current reality. And I was loving me a little more in that moment. I was being a little more graceful with myself. I was trying to look at how amazing I am and how it's going to be okay. No matter what, I'm going to be okay. Even that shift got me 90% of what I have now. the money, the SP, the everything, the jackpots, the investments, the house, the gifts, the luck, all of it. So if someone tells you that you can just get something by robotically affirming all day or by living in the end only, it's false. Those are just ways. Those are just techniques. That's like saying you can only make money in one way. That's what that is equivalent to. There's multiple ways of doing things. To each their own, right? Whatever floats your boat, it works. But when I was feeling extreme trauma and not chosen and rejected and honestly just fast heartbeat, anxiety, couldn't calm down, couldn't sleep, the moment I would choose me and I would choose to just make this next moment better, I was sending a message to my subconscious mind that I come first. And then what that did, that created a ripple effect to everyone around in my environment, in my life, because everyone is me pushed out. That would create a ripple effect that she chooses her, so must you. You must also choose her, because in her energy right now, she's choosing her first. She's choosing to choose her in this sorrow, in this pain, in this trauma, in this not chosen moment, in this rejection. She's choosing her. So guess what? When God chooses her, when God chooses God, everyone else chooses God. That's just how it is. Everyone's you pushed out. And everyone is you pushed out. It seems like they have will, but they don't. It seems like they have free will, but they don't. But you'll see. You'll see what I mean if you follow it. I hope this video was helpful, you guys. A way of calming the mind is EFT. The new course, self-concept course, is available in the description box down below. There are multiple ways. Breath work, journaling, meditation, affirmation. There's so many ways, but this way is very, very ancient. And I love the ancient stuff. I love what's been working for thousands and thousands of years. And I love what's not so popular, because a lot of the secrets are hidden in the things that people aren't really talking about. Because have you noticed, you guys, unpopular opinion, but I shouldn't say unpopular opinion, but my opinion. Have you noticed how there's so much hidden knowledge? There is so much hidden knowledge. And I think it's because when people know that they are in control, it's a huge game changer. And then when one person knows, they teach another, and then 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 it becomes this whole thing of people understanding their power. When people understand their power, miracles happen, and then they want to share it, right? But I feel like, I don't know why I'm saying this right now, but it's coming up. Download. I feel like, and tell me, you guys, if you resonate with this. Don't you feel like there's a huge gap? I feel like there was a time where everyone knew this, and then it went away. And then now it's coming back up to the surface again. I intend it stays. I intend nothing takes it away from anyone. And generation after generation, it's taught. Take up my challenge, you guys, for this weekend. Be very aware of your surroundings and what's triggering you and what's not, what's making you feel better, what's not. That is the first step to you mastering manifestation, is you understanding all of these and being aware of it and then putting in the work. I love you guys. I intend the course helps you if you're interested in it. Like, so many people have been sending successes from the first EFT course. If you are interested in the other courses, Remove the Third Party, Manifest More Money and Abundance. If you guys haven't seen my latest shorts and community posts, check them out. I posted like maybe 4 or 5 jackpots. That was in just one day. In one day, I hit those 4. That was over like 30,000, I think, in just one day. Check them out. Check out the shorts. Check out last week's video on trust. I love you guys. I hope this video helped. Have an amazing, amazing, blessed weekend. I love all of you. I love each and every one of you. And you are going to be my next success story. I'm going to hear about it. I love you. Bye, guys.